All right, so we got a lot of topics today, and welcome to the first Twitch live stream, but not the first live stream ever for Dion's Travels. If this is your first time here, my name is Dion, and I am a digital nomad slash expat currently living in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Let me see. All right, so today's topic is martial law in Vietnam. So let's talk about that. Last Friday, the government here in Vietnam, they announced that they were going to deploy 10,000 troops into the city of Ho Chi Minh City.
Cứ viết rồi lại xóa từng dòng tên nhắn bao suy tư trong đêm vui vẻ em. Xin mưa trôi đi hết ngàn nỗi sâu.
And they were going to ban everyone from going outside. And so what they said was that the military would deliver food to people's houses. So that was starting this last Monday. They announced it on last Friday. And so what happened was a lot of people they went panic shopping. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just people preparing because the government had announced that this new mandate, this new lockdown is going to last for 1 whole month. That's crazy, man. 1 whole month. How are you supposed to stock up for 1 whole month? A lot of people don't even have big refrigerators. Like, what, you're only supposed to stock up like dry foods only? Like, what the heck are you going to eat? Dry cheese powder with like ramen noodles? Come on, man. Vegetables, produce, that stuff doesn't last that long. So that was the situation. And then last minute on this last Monday is when the whole thing went into effect. And so the last minute, guess what happened? Originally the government said military was going to deliver food to people. Well, they changed their minds. And then they said instead of military having that responsibility, they're going to shift it to the ward leaders. So let me explain what a ward is. Ho Chi Minh City is divided into different districts, right? Every district has specific wards, which is like smaller sections within the districts, and so each ward has about a ward leader and like 7 members under that leader. So they're supposed to handle day-to-day things that happen within the ward. So yeah, they sprung it on them, the responsibility on the ward leaders at the very last minute. And then who knows what the heck the military is actually doing. Supposedly the military is only delivering food to people within the quarantine zones, the zones that had, people who tested positive for the, special virus that's been going around. So yeah, it's been a huge mess because, what's today? Today's Friday. Yeah, it's been 5 days. I have not seen one person coming up with food or anything. We're not allowed to leave the house. I did fly a flight cam around and I saw the streets are pretty empty. The mini mart and stuff is still open, so I'm wondering if I can just head down and get some food. I can't order. It's hard to order anything. There's like no one delivering. No one's come with food. And no one's posted any phone numbers anywhere. None of the news sites have any phone numbers. So like if you don't know the ward leaders' phone numbers, you're pretty much screwed. I mean, yeah, there's Facebook groups, but the Facebook groups are kind of not useful to me because they're all for the expats living in the expat bubbles of like District 7, District 2. So there they have, the ward leaders' numbers all posted up at, specific places and on the Facebook groups. So yeah, it's been a hot mess, man. It's like, it's definitely not good. What kind of planning is this? So I got a list here of things I want to talk about. So yeah, food and medicine deliveries, non-existent. If someone needs medicine, what the heck are they going to do? I've seen some people going out and straight to the pharmacies to buy medicines that they needed. So if you get stopped over by military police, well, that's on you. But I mean, I think it's pretty legitimate, right? You got a medical emergency or something, you need to go to the hospital or get some medicine. They can't stop you from doing that. It's pretty inhumane, and letting people starve is pretty inhumane. but I'm not gonna go any more into that. So yeah, aside from that, as part of this new mandate, what they've done is they've taken all the homeless people on the streets and they've moved them to special homeless camps. And one of the news reports that came out was that a lot of people in these camps are testing positive for COVID. So that means that within these camps, they're becoming super spreader camps, just, spreading COVID all to all these different homeless people. And there's a lot of homeless families too. So they're victims of, the state. So yeah, that's not good at all. Just recently, Vice President of U.S. Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris, yeah, that's her name. She came, she talked about a few things. They said the U.S. is going to spend about $1 billion to build a new embassy here. And not only that, she brought with her about 280,000 vaccines out of the 800 or so total, 800,000 total that the U.S. promised to deliver to Vietnam. So that's interesting news. Let's see. And throughout all this martial law stuff and lockdowns, they've had elections recently, and they changed some people around in the government. I find it kind of odd. It's like, why are you going to have elections during this time of crisis? That just seems like, like there's more important things to think about than, re-electing people and shuffling people around. But, it is what it is. Goods stuck outside the city. So a lot of trucks have been trying to get into the city, but since they imposed this martial law, they changed the permit rules and everything overnight. So people who had permits, the day before, overnight, the permits are invalid. So there's a lot of trucks stuck outside the city, can't deliver essential goods, and they've been trying to change it so that, they can get the goods in. But yeah, I mean, wow, talk about not planning ahead, you know what I mean? Only giving people 3 days in advance just to prepare. Yeah, they told people don't panic, and the government will provide everything for you. Well, here we are 5 days later, I've got nothing. Yep. All right, so what else? Oh, and Ho Chi Minh City is one of the top cities that has the highest amount of infections for COVID, and the city next door to it is called Binh Nhung. So Binh Nhung City is the city where they have all the factories, and so what the government had implemented was this thing called 3 in the Spot, which essentially is like, you have to work at the factory, eat at the factory, and sleep at the factory. A lot of factories set up tents and beds, to accommodate people to stay in the factory 24/7. So people have been staying there for months on end, and just recently when they announced this, 1 month extension of the lockdown, people were sick of it. They want to get the heck out, but they couldn't because they were barricaded in. And so if you look on TikTok, you'll see some videos of people trying to just break through the fences and gates just to get out in a huge panic because they detected some positive cases of COVID, and people don't even want to stay in there anymore. They want to get out. They've been working for so long. It's kind of inhumane, but I guess that's how things are done here. So yeah, hopefully look at that view. Hopefully you're enjoying this beautiful day. I'm on the rooftop right now. Don't have to wear a mask because there's nobody here, and it's nothing. No one outside. Nothing to do. Well, I mean, there's always things to do, but this can't even go outside. That's freaking crazy, man. I want to get some food. Like, I'm wondering if I go to the market, will they deny selling to me? That's why I want to find out. Yeah, all the streets are empty, and that's that. So I'm gonna close off this live stream, and probably be back in 2 weeks to give another update. This hot mess of a situation. So until next time, peace.